Hi, my name is Carlos, I'm 17 and I'm from Mexico City. In my city, we're losing about 50% of water before it even reaches homes, with some neighborhoods still having intermittent service. Mexico City's current network is old and it is leaky. In 2022, about 52% of the water was non-revenue water. That is water that is produced but never actually reaches homes or is billed. The system is also really uneven, with most families today getting water in rotation.
But this valley once led the world. The Mexica built aqueducts from Chapultepec Springs and a 16-kilometer dike to manage floods and keep salt water out of Tenochtitlan. That is, the city that 500 years ago stood where modern Mexico City stands.
And that is exactly why I am building Tlaloc. Tlaloc is an AI digital twin for our water distribution network. It uses something called a graph neural network in order to predict at every single node pressures, flow, and even chlorine. It then, with that information, uses something called model predictive control, where it actually adjusts pump speeds in order to do a plethora of things, but mainly in order to adjust velocities, maintain pressures in sane ranges, and ensure that water goes to where it is.
What I have created thus far is the actual model to predict pressures as well as chlorine on select nodes. In my tests on standard benchmark network, the model hits about 1 to 2 meters of pressure error and less than 0.1 milligrams of liter of chlorine error. That's fast and accurate enough for real-time control. Now, what I am proposing on top of all of this is the pipeline, which is pretty practical. It would connect to existing pumps via PLCs, that's programmable logic controllers, and then use the twin for hourly set points.
Our initial pilots can be in a singular pressure zone. It could go something like this. We could map the network and its sensors, we could then train the network on actual local data, and finally, we could run the MPC for about 30 days. Now, we'll track fewer low pressure hours, fewer bursts, more continuous service, and lower pump energy. This supports SDG 6 and SDG 11. Over 500 years ago, the Mexica Empire managed to engineer water for a city that was on top of a lake. Today, we can modernize that spirit using AI, making water fair and reliable for everyone in Mexico City. I'm willing to pilot with local partners, and I would like you to help me bring Tlaloc to life.